as cold as possible. And managing the thermals of the chip are a huge part of the art/science/black magic that is extremely popular. See, for example, some chips will break an entire platform.
All right, everyone. So welcome to the class. And in the last session, we were talking about the guarantee of profit to partners. In today's session, we will discuss one question based on the guarantee, and then we will start a new concept, which is we will be discussing question based on the past adjustment. And that is going to be the last topic of this chapter. And after that, we will be starting a new chapter. Anyway, so let's continue. So in the last session, we were talking about the guarantee of profit. I'm sure that all of you understand how the guarantee of profit works. And we have done few questions based on the guarantee of profit. Let me just give you a quick recap. Yeah, in the past sessions, we talked about the meaning of the guarantee of profit. And after that, we have discussed questions based on the guarantee. Question number 36, 37, 38. We did all these questions in the past classes, previous classes, and then in the last session, I was, I guess, discussing question number 30, question number 40 with you. We started our session with question 40, and we did this question in the class where Asgar and Chaman and Lulu, we talked about this particular question. I'm sure everything is clear in this question. Then after that, we discussed one more question, which was question number 41. And I guess I have given you one homework. Question 42, I gave you as homework. So quickly tell everyone whether all of you have attempted this question or not. Question 42, done everyone or not? Do I need to do it for you?
Sir, can you explain it? We are not able.
Okay. Anyone else?
So I did not do it yet.
All right. And what about else? Everyone else? All right. So I guess no one have attempted this question. All right, no problem. So let's just understand the question one more time. See, question is saying that there are three partners, P, Q, and R. They entered into a partnership on as on 1st of April 2015 to share the profit and losses in the ratio of 12:8:5. And it was provided that in no case R's share of profit will be less than 35,000 per annum. Okay, the profit and losses for the year ended 31st March were. Okay, so we have the information regarding 3 years. We have the profits of 3 years. Question is saying that there are three partners P, Q, and R. They have agreed to share the profit and losses in the ratio of 12:8:5. Now question is saying that R has been guaranteed that he will be receiving at least 30,000 per annum. Okay, and you are provided with the profit of 3 preceding years, 2018, 2019, and 2020. And question is asking you to pass the journal entries. Okay, so first of all, let's just first focus on the year 2018. In the last session, I have told you that all these years will be considered as three different cases. 2018 will be considered as a separate case. 2019 will be considered as a separate case. And 2020 as well, it will be considered as a separate case. Okay, so all we need to do, we need to deal the different years, profit of different year differently, considering each of these profit as the different cases. So let's just start. I'll start with question number 80. I'll start with profit of the 2018. I'll pass the journal entry regarding 2018. Then we'll discuss 2019 and then finally 2020. So let me do it for you. Just a minute. Let me check my visualizer. I think there's some problem with my visualizer. Kindly wait for a minute. Okay. All right. Okay, everyone. So question in the question, there is a profit of 2018 is given 1,20,000. Question is asking us to pass the necessary general entries for different years. Okay, so we will be starting with question year 2018. So I'll be writing journal entries. I want all of you to write it down quickly. Journal entries. I'm passing the general entry for the year 2018. 2018. All right. Particulars, debit, and the credit side. All right. So first of all, the first general entry in the year 2018 will be for the distribution of profit among the partners, right? So see, the profit generated in the year 2018 is given in the question. It says that profit generated by the firm is 1,20,000. 1,20,000 is given in the question. So we need to divide this profit in their profit sharing ratio. Their profit sharing ratio is also given in the question. Yeah. Their profit sharing ratio is also given in the question. That is 1 lakh. That is 12:8:5. So let's just first of all allocate this profit among the partner based on their profit sharing ratio. So I'm sure that all of you already know how do we divide the profit among the partner in their profit sharing. What will be the general entry for dividing the profit in the profit dividing the profit in the profit sharing ratio? So for the allocation or distribution of profit, the general entry will be P&L appropriation account debit, P&L appropriation account will be debited. It will be debited by 1,20,000. Okay. And P&L appropriation account will be debited to partners capital account. There are how many partners are there? There are 3 partners, P, Q, and R. So we will be writing P's capital account, then to Q's capital account, and to R's capital. Okay, this is how the general entries will be made. P&L appropriation account debit to P's, Q, and R's capital account. This general entry will be done in case there is a profit. If there is a loss, then the opposite entry will be passed. In such a situation, the general entry will be partners capital account debit to P&L appropriation. But since in the year 2018 we have a profit of 1,20,000, so therefore we are writing the general entry this way: P&L appropriation account debit to P's capital account, Q's capital account, and to R's capital. All right, the general entry is clear to everyone now. Is this clear, everyone?
Yes,
Now
sir.
see, we will be dividing the profit of 1,20,000 among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So all you need to do is that you should remember their PSR, profit sharing ratio. So their profit sharing ratio is 12:8:5.
5.
12:8:5. That means 12 plus 8, it will be 20, and 5, 25. So that means, let me calculate it here. Let me just calculate the P's share in the profit. So P share will be 1,20,000 into 12 upon 25. Is that correct, everyone? P share will be 1,20,000 into 12 divided by 5. Is that correct? Yes or no? Say na something.
Sir, how did you got that 25?
See, the ratio is 12:8:5, right? So that means tell me the sum total of 12 plus 8 plus 5. 12 plus 8 plus 5 is how much? It will be 25, right?
Yes, sir, 25.
So therefore, P's share will be 12 by 25. A's share, Q's share will be 8 by 25. And R's share will be 5 by 25. Okay, is this clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so for Q, we will be doing 1,20,000 into 8 by 25, and for R, 1,20,000 into 5 by 25. Is that correct, everyone? Yes or no? Say something.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Now let's just
For P, it
calculate.
is 57,600.
Sorry, P share is, sorry,
57,600.
57,600. Okay. Q,
And
38,400.
yes, sir.
And C's
24,000.
24,000. Yeah, 24,000. Okay, so we will be writing these values in the journal entries. So P share was 57,600. Q share will be 38,400, and ours will be 24,000. Being profit distributed among the partners. Being profit distributed among partners. Okay. This will be the first general entry for the distribution of profit. Now let's talk about the guarantee part. One of the partner was guaranteed that he will receive at least 30,000 per annum. So who was that partner? R was that partner who was guaranteed.
So can you show that journal entry that?
Yeah, see, this is the general entry. So R was guaranteed that he will receive at least 30,000 per annum. But see, there is R have only received 24,000, right? So there is a deficiency. Is there deficiency in the profit of R? Yes or no? Tell me, guys, is there any deficiency? There is a deficiency of how much?
6,000.
6,000. And tell me, who is going to bear this deficiency? There is a deficiency of 6,000. Who is going to bear this deficiency? It will be borne by P and Q collectively, right? See, in the question, there is nothing mentioned in the question who gave the guarantee. If it is not mentioned in the question who gave the guarantee, then we simply presume that the guarantee was given by the remaining partners. So other than R, there were two more partners, P and Q. That means P and Q both are going to bear the deficiency collectively in their profit sharing ratio. So the loss, that the deficiency of 6,000 will be borne by P and Q. Okay, so let me just write down calculate the deficiency of R here. So deficiency in profit of R. Total amount of deficiency will be 30,000 was the guaranteed amount, and he only got 24,000. That means deficiency is of rupees 6,000. Right? Is this clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now see, as you told me that this deficiency need to be borne by P and Q. So what we will be doing, this amount will be debited out of the P's capital account and Q's capital account. Right? P's capital account get deducted. Q's capital account will also get deducted. And R's capital account will be credited by 6,000. So we are going to write down P's capital account debit. P's capital account will be debited. Why it is being debited? Because we need to subtract. We need to subtract the amount out of his capital account for the deficiency towards R's profit. And similarly, Q's capital account will also be debited. But R's capital account will be credited to R's capital. And we already know R's capital account will be credited by 6,000. But by how much amount P's and Q's capital account will be debited? So it depends upon their profit sharing ratio. So see, the profit sharing ratio of P and Q were 12:8:5. P, Q, and R. But since the profit, the losses needed to be, the deficiency needed to be borne by P and Q only. So in such a situation, the 6,000 will be divided among P and Q in the ratio of 6,000 into, ratio will be 12:8 only. So that means 12 upon 20 for P and 6,000 into 8 upon 20 for finding out the Q's share in the deficiency. Is that clear, everyone? See, the earlier the ratio was 12:8:5. This was the ratio of PSR between P, Q, and R. But since R is having deficiency in the profit, so such deficiency will only be borne by P and Q in their profit sharing ratio. That means in the ratio of 12:8 only. So therefore, we are dividing 6,000 into P and Q in the 12:8 ratio. That means P is going to bear 12 by 20 of 6,000. So 6,000 divided by 20 into 12, we will get 3,600. So P's capital account will be debited by 3,600. This is 3,600, and the remaining will be 6,000 minus 3,600. It will be 2,400 will be borne by the Q. So we will write down the narration being deficiency borne by P and Q in the ratio of 12:8. In the ratio of 12:8. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
it's
sir.
clear.
Okay. So this was the general entry for the year 2018 only. Okay. And I want you to pass the general entry for the year 2019. Then we will talk about the year 2020. Do it quickly. We need to start the new topic as well. We have to start question based on the past adjustment in today's session also. So I want you to finish with this question quickly. So we'll start. Everybody noted it down. Anyone is still writing it? Let me know whether you are done or not.
Done,
Finished,
sir.
everyone? Done. Okay. So let's just pass the general entry for the year 2019. For the 19 as well, we will be doing the same thing. First of all, let's write down the general entries for the year 2019. Okay. So this is the debit side, this is credit side, and this is particulars. Now, the first is in this question, in the year 2019, the profit generated by the firm was 1,80,000, right? So we will be dividing 1,80,000 among the partners. So for dividing the profit among the partners, the general entry is P&L appropriation account debit, P&L appropriation account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account to R's capital account. Right, everyone? So this is the general entry for distributing the profit. So we'll write down the narration being profit distributed among partners. Profit distributed. So the profit made in the year 2019 was 1,20,000. Sorry, 1,80,000 it was, sorry. 1,80,000. And this 1,80,000 will be divided among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. And if you remember, their profit sharing ratio was 12:8:5. That means 1,80,000 will be divided among the partner. In for P, it will be 12 upon 25. That means A's share will be 86,400. Okay. Similarly, for B, for Q, it will be 1,80,000 into 8 upon 25. So Q's share will be 57,600 and our share will be 1,80,000 into 5 by 25. This will be 36,000. Is this clear, everyone? This general entry is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if anybody is not able to understand how I divided the profit, just try to understand that I have divided the profit in the ratio of 12 by 25 for P, 8 by 25 for Q, and 5 by 25 for R. Okay. Now let's talk about whether there is any deficiency in this question. Yes or no? Do you think R got the sufficient amount of profit? Yes or no? R was guaranteed that he will at least get 30,000. See, here he is getting 36,000. So is there any deficiency to be borne by P and Q? Is there any deficiency in the profit of R? Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, there is no deficiency. He was guaranteed that he will at least make a profit of 30,000. But according to the question, in the year 2019, he is maintaining sufficient amount of profit. He is generating 36,000 as a share in the profit. So eventually, there is no deficiency, and therefore we are not required to pass the general entry for the deficiency, sharing of the deficiency among the partners. Am I clear, everyone? This is for the year 2019. Is this clear? Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move to the next part. Now we will talk about for the year 2020. Noted, everyone? This is done. Shall I move to the next page? Note it down, everyone, and let me know when you are done. Quickly.
done, sir.
We are still doing the homework question. Okay. Now, let's talk about the general entry for the year 2020. General entries. Year 2000. Now, this is interesting. See, in this question, in the year 2020, instead of profit, we have a situation of loss. We have a situation of loss. So I was expecting that you won't be able to finish that part only. Otherwise, the previous two section were easy. For the year, the general entry for the year 2018 and 2019 was easy. I was expecting that you will have some problem with the year 2020. But anyways, nobody tried this question. All right. So first of all, the first general entry we will pass for the distribution of the profit. But the problem is that we have a loss. So instead of distributing the profit, we will have to distribute the loss and pass the general entry. So all of you just focus here and try to understand the general entry for distribution of loss will be just opposite of the general entry for the distribution of profit. So in this case, we will be debiting the partner's capital account. So we'll write down P's capital account debited, P's capital account debit, Q's capital account debit, R's capital account will also be debited to tell me to P&L appropriation account. Is this clear, everyone? The general entry is clear, all of you? Tell me, everyone. This general entry is clear.
Yes, sir.
So we will write down the relation distribution of losses among partners. So distribution of losses among the partner. For that, the general entry will be we have a loss of 1,20,000 now. So this loss will be divided among the partner. 1,20,000 divided among the partner. If you will divide this among the partner will be getting 57,600 will be borne by P, 57,600, and in respect of Q, the loss will be 38,400, and for the R it will be 24,000. 24,000. Is this clear? We have distributed the losses among the partner in their profit sharing ratio. That means 12:8:5. Is this clear, everyone? Tell me quickly whether it is clear or not.
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear. Now we will talk about the deficiency. We will talk about the deficiency in the profit of R. So let's just calculate the deficiency of R. Deficiency in the profit. Deficiency in the profit of R. Profit of R. So tell me, what was the guaranteed amount? The guaranteed amount was 30,000. Is that right? R was guaranteed that he will be getting at least 30,000. But instead of 30,000, he actually received a loss of 24,000. He have a loss. He's having a loss of 24,000. Is that correct? 24,000 loss. All right, everyone, is this clear or not? Minus 24,000 he have got as a profit. Am I clear? Instead of this 30,000, he actually got minus 24,000. So now we will calculate the total deficiency. 30,000. This entire amount will be brought out of the bracket. This will become plus 24,000. So the total deficiency suffered by Mr. R is of 54,000. Am I clear? Is this clear or not? 30,000 was the guaranteed amount. He only received 24,000, that too in negative. So ultimately, subtracting minus 24,000 out of 30,000, you will be getting 54,000 as the deficiency. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Dhruv, Eben, Mariam, Ayan.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me, who is going to bear this deficiency? This deficiency will be divided among the partners, right? Who is going to bear this deficiency? P and Q is only be liable for the sharing towards the deficiency. So we'll write down the P and Q's capital account will be further debited. We will be debiting P's capital account. P's capital account and Q's capital account to R's capital. So R capital account will be credited by 54,000, and this 54,000 will be borne by P and Q collectively in their profit sharing ratio. So we will write down deficiency borne by, the narration will be deficiency borne by P and Q in their profit sharing ratio, that is 12:8. So they will be bearing this loss in the ratio of 12:8. So tell me how much P will be contributing toward the deficiency. So P's share will be 54,000 into 12 upon 20, 32,400, and Q's contribution towards the deficiency will be 54,000. The remaining will be borne by Q. 32,400. It will be 21,600. Is this clear, everyone? This calculation is clear, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I hope this question is clear. This is it. This is all that we were required to do in this question. Noted, everyone. Just tell me when you are done writing it, and then we will move to the next concept.
Great, sir.
Okay. Everyone else done? Khushi, Mariam, Ayan. Done, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's talk about some other concept. Okay, guys. So now now we will be talking about few questions based on the
Past.
past adjustments. So let's start with a question. I'll explain how the past adjustment work, but for that purpose, we will directly start with a question. So all you need to do is just keep this in mind that whenever you solve question based on the past adjustment, you need to prepare this kind of statement. This is called a statement of past adjustment. And here in this statement, you will be writing two things. First of all, the first item, I'm sure everyone is able to see on screen, is amount that should have been credited. And second thing that you will be writing amount that already been credited. And then difference will be calculated. The second item is subtracted out of the first item, and then we calculate difference. So I'll explain entire thing through a small question. I just wanted all of you to note this down. Just write the just make the format of the past the statement of past adjustment. Then we will start with a question. I want all of you to note it down on your notebook. Statement of past adjustment. Then we will continue with the question. Done, everyone? Done? Say yes or no. Done, everyone? Noted. You made the format of the past adjustment, statement of past adjustment. Everyone? Mariam, Dhruv, Heba, why nobody is responding? Yes, I'm audible to all of you now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
tell me, Heba, noted?
Yes,
Finished?
sir. It's done.
Done. All right, so let's start with a question. So we will be doing this question based on the past adjustment. This is question number 43. It says that Ria, Mona, and Nisha shared profit in the ratio of 3:2:1. Okay. The profit for the last 3 years were 1,40,000, 84,000, and 1,06,000 respectively. These profit were by mistake shared equally for all the give for all the years for all the partners, you need to pass the necessary journal entry. So see, the thing is that there are three partners. They were sharing. They agreed to share the profit in the ratio of 3:2:1. But when it comes to the division of the profit among the partner, by mistake for the last 3 years, they have distributed the profit in the equal ratio instead of the profit sharing ratio. Actually, the profit should have been divided among the ratio among the partners in the ratio given in the question 3:2:1. But by mistake, they shared this profit equally. All right. So now question is saying that we need to rectify the error. We need to rectify the mistake and pass the necessary journal entry to rectify everything, to make the to basically rectify the mistake that the partners have made during the 3-year period. Okay, so how are we going to solve it? See, let me solve it for you first, then you'll note it down. So first of all, we will write down we will first of all prepare the statement of past adjustment, right? First thing that we will be writing in the statement of past adjustment is that yeah. So first thing that we will be writing amount that should have been credited. Amount that should have been credited among the partner. So there were 3 partners now. Let's just first of all write down the name of the partner. Ria, Mona, and Nisha. These were the 3 partners. Ria, Mona, and Nisha. They shared the profit in the equal ratio. So first of all, the first thing that we need to write down amount that should have been credited. Actually, the amount should have been credited in the profit sharing ratio, right? So we will first of all write down amount that should be credited, and amount actually credited, amount already or actually credited. So tell me how much were their profit? Their profit were 1,40,000, 84,000, and 1,06,000. So let's just first of all total these profits: 140, 84, and 106. Total profit of last 3 years. Total profit of last 3 years were how much? So it was 1,40,000 plus 84,000 plus 1,06,000. So total amount of profit for the last 3 years collectively will be, let me just calculate, 1,40,000 plus 84,000 and plus 1,06,000. It will be 3,30,000. Right? The calculation of total profit for the last 3 years is clear to everyone. We have calculated the total profit of last 3 years. That is 3,30,000. So tell me how this 3,30,000 was actually divided among the partner. This was divided among the partner in the equal ratio. But how it should actually be divided? It should be divided among the partners in the ratio of their PSR. Their profit sharing ratio was 3:2:1. So actually, this needed to be divided among the partner in the ratio of 12. Sorry, 3:2:1. 3:2:1, right? So let's just divide 3,30,000 in the ratio of 3:2:1 quickly. Into 3 divided by 6. This will be the share of Ria, 1,65,000. Ria should have got 1,65,000. Is that correct? And Mona should have got 3,30,000 into 2/6. So Mona should have got 1,10,000. Is that clear, everyone? And out of 3,30,000, Nisha should have got divide 1 by 6. So 55,000. Is this clear? Yes or no? How profit should have been divided? Actually, it should be divided among the partners in the ratio of 3:2:1. But how actually we have divided it? We have divided it in the ratio 1:1:1. We have divided the profit in the equal ratio. That means 3,30,000 was divided among the partner in the equal ratio. That means every partner's capital account was credited by 1,10,000, 1,10,000, and 1,10,000. Tell me, is this clear, everyone? Yes or no? This entire calculation is clear, yes or no? Amount that should be credited among the partner, it is 3,30,000 in the ratio of 3:2:1, but amount that is credited among the partners was in the ratio of 1:1. So we have calculated the figure, we wrote the value. This is it. Now we will find out the deficiency or the differences. Okay, for finding out the difference, we will subtract the second value out of the first value. So tell me how much Ria should have got. Ria should have got 1,65,000, but actually how much she got? Only 1,10,000. Is that correct? Ria should have got 1,65,000,
Yes.
but actually she got 1,10,000 only. So whether we need to pay Ria more or not, we will have to pay the remaining amount to Ria. Yes or no? She should have got 1,65,000, but we only paid 1,10,000 to her. That means there is a deficiency. There is a difference of 55,000. Tell me, this is the positive balance or the negative? Out when you will subtract 1,10,000 out of 1,70,000, you will get a positive balance, right? Plus 55,000. That means we need to pay Ria 55,000 more. Okay, is this clear, everyone? Similarly, for Mona, we will calculate the difference subtracting 1,10,000 out of 1,10,000. So there is no amount required to be claimed by Mona. Mona got sufficient amount of profit. She should have got 1,10,000. She actually got 1,10,000. That means there will be zero balance. But as far as Nisha's profit is concerned, she should have got only 55,000, but she actually got 1,10,000, right? So we need to ask her that please return 55,000. So Nisha's capital account will be in negative. Subtracting 1,10,000 out of 55,000, you will get a negative balance. Am I clear, everyone? Is this calculation clear to all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Ayan, Abin, Dhruv, Khushi, Mariam, Hiba. Tell me, is this clear or not? Okay. Now see. Now after doing all these things, we need to pass the general entries, guys. Always remember the partner who got the balance in positive, his account will be credited. That means he will be paid 55,000. And partner whose balance we got in negative need to pay 55,000. That means his account will be debited by 55,000, and this 55,000 needed to be credited to Ria's account. So that means we will write down the general entry, Nisha's capital account debit to Ria's capital account. Am I clear, everyone? Nisha's capital account will be debited since Ria's capital, since Nisha have got the negative balance, so we will be debiting the Nisha's account, and Ria's capital account was, Ria's balance is in positive. That means we will be crediting Ria's account. So partner who got the positive balance, their account will be credited. Partners who will get the debit balance, their account will be debited. Whose account, the partner who will get the negative balance, their account will be debited. So the general entry to rectify everything will be, general entry for to rectify everything will be, I'm just writing down the general entry here. We will write down Nisha's capital account. Nisha's capital account debited to Riya's capital account. Is this clear, everyone? Tell me the amount, sir. Nisha's capital account will be debited by 55,000 and Riya's capital account will be debited by 55,000. This is it. This is the only general entry that we will be required to pass. Tell me, everyone, is this clear? Yes or no? Say something.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Done, everyone? Noted?
So wait, sir.
Finish it quickly, guys. Let me know when you are done. Then we will start with a new question. Done, everyone? Dhruv, Hiba, Mariam. Guys, I'm audible to all of you. Why you people are not responding at all? Hiba, done or still doing?
So done, sir.
Done,
Done,
okay.
sir.
Sir, only written more left, please.
Okay, no problem. Done. Okay, guys. So I guess everyone noted it down. So I'm moving to the
Yes, sir.
next question. Okay. So there is question number 44, everyone. And we already have, okay, we only have 3 minutes. So I don't think we will be able to finish it. So I'm giving you this question as homework. This is also based on the past adjustment. Just read the question. Let me explain everything here. See, there are two partners, P and Q. They are sharing the profit and losses equally this time. Their capital were given in the question 2 lakh and 3 lakh respectively. Okay. Now it says that their partnership deed provides that both the partners are entitled to claim interest at the rate 12% per annum. So both the partners are entitled to claim interest on their capital contribution at 20%, at 12% per annum. Now for the year ended 31st March 2016, the profit of the firm was distributed without providing interest on capital. So we have divided the profit among the partner without taking into consideration that there was also interest on capital. All right. So what we have done basically, we have divided the profit without deducting the interest on capital. Is that right? So see, if the interest on capital have been taken into consideration, the profit will be obviously profit will decline, right? If the interest on capital is taken into consideration, then profit will increase or reduce. Let's suppose let's suppose for the sake of example, let's suppose that the profit generated by the firm was 50,000. Firm is saying that firm have generated 50,000 as the profit, but this profit has been calculated without taking this profit. This was the net profit that has been divided among the partners. But this profit has been calculated without taking into consideration the interest on capital. Interest on capital, right? So tell me, if interest on capital would have been taken into account, whether net profit net profit would have been 50,000, net profit would have increased or it would be reduced. If interest on capital taken into consideration, whether net profit will be increased or it will be reduced. Tell me guys, if net profit taken into consideration, whether if interest on capital is taken into consideration, whether net profit will increase or it will decline. No one is responding again. Okay, just we will wait for 2 minutes. Then we'll explain the entire thing one more time.
So this we have to note it down.
All right, everyone. See, let me explain this question. Let's do this question quickly, and then we will end the session. See, we'll first of all prepare this kind of format for the past adjustment. We'll write down amount that should have been credited and amount actually credited. Okay. So how much interest should have been credited to the partners? We forgot to distribute interest on capital to the partner, right? See, question is saying that the partnership will provide for the interest on capital at 12% per annum. For the year ended 31st March 2016, the profit of the firm were distributed without providing interest on capital. So that means the profit has been divided without subtracting the interest on capital. So let me just explain this thing. The amount that should be credited to the partners as interest will be how much? The amount that should be credited among the partner as interest will be 12% of 2 lakh, right? P, Q,
Yes, sir.
and just a minute. P and Q were only there. So 15.
So this we have to note it.
12% of 2 lakh will be given to P. So 12% of 2 lakh will be 24,000, right? And Q will be allowed at interest at the rate 12% per annum on 3 lakh. So that means 36,000. So both the partner P and Q should have got interest on capital on their capital 24,000 and 36,000, right? But this amount is not credited to them. Instead, what happened? The profit was calculated, and this entire amount is included in that profit, right? This entire amount is included in that profit, and this interest is divided among the partner by way of profit instead of the interest. Is that clear? Since this amount is not deducted while calculating profit, can we say the entire amount has been divided among the partner as profit in the profit sharing ratio? So amount actually credited to partner by way of profit. How much amount have been credited to partners by way of profit? So 24,000 plus 36,000. So this entire amount was credited to the partner as profit. So that means 60,000 was divided among the partners by way of profit. And how profit is divided among the partners? Question is saying that profit is divided among the partner in the equal ratio. That means 1/2 will be taken by P. That means 30,000 was given to P and 30,000 was given to Q. Is this clear, everyone? Amount should have been credited to the partner by way of interest, but the same amount has been credited among the partner by way of profit. Since this amount is not deducted while calculating the profit, that this simply means that the entire amount is included in the profit, and instead of giving this amount as interest on capital to the partner, the entire amount has been divided to the partner by way of profit. But the problem is that profit is divided among the partner in the equal ratio, and the rate of interest on capital is different. So now, can we write down amount that should have been credited to partner is 24,000 and 36,000 by way of interest, but the same amount has been, that means 60,000 is divided among the partner as a profit in the equal ratio, 30,000 and 30,000. So now we will be able to find out the differences. Tell me how much P was entitled for. P is entitled to claim how much? 24,000, but he actually got how much? 30,000. P was entitled to claim only 24,000, he got 30,000. That means he will have to return the excess amount, 6,000 he will have to give back. So that means there is a negative balance for P. And Q, let's calculate the Q's balance. He should have got 36,000. He actually got only 30,000. That means he should get 6,000 more. All right, now we will pass the general entry. The general entry will be, since Q's balance is positive, so we will be writing Q's capital account will be credited. Q's capital account will be credited. Q's capital account will be credited. And P's capital account will be debited because his balance is in negative. P's capital account will be debited. So 6,000 and 6,000.
So this we have to write down.
Yeah, sorry.
This we have to note it down.
Yeah, you have to write it down. Do it quickly, please. This is clear, everyone. Anybody having problem? Tell me, everyone. Hiba, is this clear? Ayan, is this clear? Kushi, Mariam,
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir, it's
Clear.
clear.
okay. Okay. So, guys, I want all of you to practice both the question. I want you to reattempt these question on your own. Try to solve it again. So that the concept of the past adjustment is more clear to you. And I'll be giving you one question for your homework as well. Just note it down, finish it quickly, and let me know. Done, everyone. Just take the screenshot now for the time being. Note it down later after the session in your notebooks.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay.
Done,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So here is one question I'm giving you for your homework. And I'm sure all of you will be able to solve it. So this one is very similar to the previous one. Azad and Bani are equal partner. The capital are 40 and 80,000. After the account for the year had been prepared, it was noticed that the interest at 5% per annum as provided in the partnership it was not credited. All right, so this is also the same question. Only the values are different. I'm sure all of you will be able to solve it. Kindly take the screenshot of this question. Take the screenshot of this question, please, quickly. All right, everyone. So this is it for the today's class. We will be discussing more questions based on the past adjustment. And since I already told you that this is the last topic of this particular chapter, the fundamental of partnership. After that, we will be starting a new chapter, probably the valuation of goodwill or the reconstitution of firm. It depends. So there will be one more class based on the past adjustment, and then we will be starting with a new chapter. So this is it for today's session. This is your homework. I want all of you to try this question as well as the question that we have already completed in this session. The two questions, I want all of you to re-attempt those questions. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, everyone. You can now log out the session. Goodbye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, good evening, Halima and Ranosh. Guys, I'm audible to both of you. Na? Ranosh, are you there? Ranosh and Halima, both of you are there. I'm not able to hear you, Halima. You can also tell me in the chat. I guess there is some problem with your mic or there's some problem with my earbuds, I guess. Renosh, I'm audible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
is
okay.
driving.
All right.
Next
So Renosh, I'm just done with the session. I'll take a break of 2 minutes, then we will continue with the session.
okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so kindly wait for 2 more minutes.
Okay.
I'll join in 2 minutes and we will continue. Okay. Oh, until then
So
you can revise
what
everything.
happened, sir? What happened, sir?
Nothing. I'm just taking a break of 2 minutes, then I'll come back and we'll continue.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. I'm just coming back. Give me a minute.